Hi there, welcome back YouTubers. I want to make a video today about what's in bloom and in spike. Today is November the 9th, I believe, and everything is back into the sunroom because it's sometimes cold in the evening, about 50 degrees lately, so let's get started. This one is a first-time bloomer for me, and I love the color, the splash of purple and the yellow in the throat. I got this as a bag baby at Lowe's back in early spring this year. This one is called Marie's Glory. Here is the tag. Let's see if I can get to it. There it is. Okay, so that's Marie's Glory, and I've heard from other YouTubers that this is supposed to be fragrant, but it hasn't been fragrant for me. It's been open for about a day now. It took a little while for it to open, and I think there is another spike in development. Let me see if I can find it. And there it is. Right there. Okay, I do feed it the Bloom Plus, what do you call the Better Grow orchid food. Okay, let's move on down and see what else is blooming. This is a Dendrobium phalaenopsis. I have about three of them. The other one was blooming not too long ago, and it had a little purple in that one, and this one is white, and so is the one next to it is white as well. There's a bud development, and there's a few flowers forming, opening. Oh my goodness, I didn't realize that. This one fell. This one fell off. I have to bring that in. Okay, next one is also a Dendrobium phalaenopsis, and this guy's been blooming for a while. This one is Wine Delight, Velvet Melody Wine Delight, and I really love the color, the deep purple and almost crimson color almost. Here it is. This one is my most frequent bloomer. I really love it. It's this is Lime Sherbert. I've made many videos on this one, and this one he's very different. I noticed that when I put it in more sunlight, there's more veins and more details showing up on the lip, which is nice. And I think that I think I fed it a little more this time, hence the little bit of burnt roots there. But I think more feeding and more sunlight might give it a really nice more detail on the lip. Okay, and that was Lime Sherbert, I believe. Yeah, there's the tag. Let me see if I can get to it one-handed here. No. That's Lime Sherbert times the Nodosa. And then this one is, here, that one is a Doritis. It is a second-time bloomer for me. I got it last year. A friend of mine, a neighbor, gave that to me for a gift. And it's a fairly big plant. Let me zoom out. There it is. It really needs dividing soon. And it's in potting mix, it's found in what do you call it, in the tropics area, in the Southeast Asian countries. And one of my spike broke, unfortunately. That one right there, the spike broke. It sends off a very long spike. So And it's usually semi-terrestrial, so it's found on the ground. So you see, it needs to send a long spike out to prevent, I guess, being stepped on or yeah. Okay, let's see. Let me turn this way. This one is Burana Doll, and it is the first time blooming for me. I got it for a, what do you call it? I got a piece of it from a friend of mine. And this is a mini dendrobium Burana Doll. And I love the color. It's beautiful. It's nice, makes some splash on it, basically. And here's the name. I have a few more spikes in development right here, right there, and right there. And it's been taking a long time for this to, the buds to develop. So hopefully that means it's, the flowers are very long lasting. All right. Okay, and this guy has been blooming for a long time. It's nice to have a long-lasting orchid. Several have been dropped. Several of the flowers have dropped. This is a No ID Dendrobium Phalaenopsis that I got from Lowe's. It's super tall. The canes are about 2.5 feet tall, but with the spike, definitely more than 3 feet tall. So it falls over unless I hang it up, so this is the easiest for me to deal with. And then next to it is another Dendrobium Phalaenopsis. This is a deep red one that I got from Lowe's, No ID again, and it is 2 spikes developing, one large one in front of me right here, and then the smaller one right here. And you know, it's funny, but the smaller one, or the, yeah, it's developing, it's on a cane right here. This one, it's on a cane that does not have any more leaves on it behind there. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, there's no more leaves behind there. And let's back up some. Let's see, this one is Royal Genting. One of my favorite dendrobium. This is a mid-size one. And it, I think, you know what, this one has some mix to it. This one has a, what do you call it, a, this one has a antelope next to it, because you can see the wings sort of twisted. And it's very scented. Right now I'm not getting any scent, which, you know, it's really odd, but most of my orchids that are supposed to be scented this year, I don't smell anything. And I don't know if it's because I'm lacking in a nutrient. Let me see if I can take this down for better lighting. Yeah, there we go. Zoom out. Sorry, I'm kind of doing one-handed here because my other hand is holding this pot here. So here's the plant, and I love the aerial roots. Makes it look a bit wild. And here is the bloom spike. And I almost lost this plant. Well, luckily it's making a comeback, and it's looking healthy. But yeah, I almost lost this plant. I'm not sure what happened, but it stopped growing earlier this winter completely. Usually most of my dendrobium still is, you know, going, but it just completely did not give a spike until way later in the spring. But also, this is a first time in bud for me. This is a Cattleya, and I don't know actually the specific name on it, but I purchased it from somebody who had it for a while, and it's a fair size orchid. It's he called it a Skinneri hybrid, and that's the only thing that he had on the tag. But I have no idea what color, what you know, anything specific on it. And I'm sorry, let me see if I can move some things around so you can see it better. There you go. So let's hope something comes. There's another sheath right there. But I think it's really late in development now if it's not, you know, getting ready to bloom. Okay, next one. This is an awesome one. First time bloomer for me, and I featured this on a video before. This is Dialela Snowflake. Yeah, here's the tag. And supposed to be fragrant too, I believe. And it is not. And two more buds coming right there. And this one is the Nodosa. For sure, it's fragrant because I've had it in the past blooming, and it was very fragrant. But here's some spikes or some buds. Here's another one right here. I think there's pretty good amount this year. There's one right there, and another one in the back right there. And maybe a couple more. I think I have to go around it to look, but it's too big of a mound for me to try to maneuver, and I'm sort of crammed up in here, crowded here with all the stuff moving. And I'm sorry, this microphone is not mounted on me very well, so I'm not getting the sound very, you know, properly in a good quality. But I'm trying to do my best on it. I'm sorry, but bear with me. This next one is a Dendrobium phalaenopsis, and I've done this one before. It's a long time bloomer. Really love this one. It's very dainty. So pink splash on it. I don't know the name of it. No ID again, but it's super, super reliable and really pretty. And let me go back to a couple of these that I have in sheath. This one is BLC Mayumi. And I have, let's see, so this one bloomed last year, and it had a very long blooming time, I believe, at least a month. So now this year, it only had one bloom on it last year, but this year I've got so many new growth on it, and it's a fairly good sized specimen now. And lots of roots all over the basket, and lots of new growth, and I see lots of sheath, and I hope that they all develop, because I think I have seen sheath. Yeah, I have seen. So here's a good one. I hope there's some content in there. And this little one right here in the back at the bottom is a dried up sheath, so I don't know, that may not come to fruition. This one has got something right there. Okay, let's see if I can zoom that in. And then some more right here. Now this one for sure, I see something in it, so let me see if I can zoom in right there. See there? There's something in it. So this is a promising sheath. And then this one for sure has a promising sheath right there. And that one in the back, it's I think a dried up one also. Yeah. Two more dried up one up here. Yeah, that's dried up. So that one's dried up. And I don't know if it's dried up. Does that mean, you know, it doesn't? I think that's what I experienced in the past, that it's dried up. On this particular orchid, it does not have any bloom developing for it. Let me see if I can spin this around. Oh yeah, this side's got more to look at right here. So you see that puffiness right there? There's definitely something in there. Yeah, see there? And then there's definitely something in this one too. There. You can actually see something in there. So I can't wait to feature this one. It's a purplish one, pinkish purplish, I think, and a really long time bloomer, and a really pretty shape to the lip and petals. And this is called Jewel Box. It's not doing great. I got this one from someone I bought, and it's got a sheath right here and another sheath right here. A few that's dried up like this right here. So I don't see any evidence that it's ever bloomed before, so it might be a very young one. And let's hope it will bloom this year. If not, we'll just feed more next year and grow it faster.